touching on the top prop bets in the NBA today. All right, so I want to give some bets that can go along with the tacos because in theories like this one and the one that we get later tonight should be kind of free square. So as I'm recording this right now, we have about 48 minutes. So by the time I upload this, probably going to be about 20 minutes or so. Hopefully that's the goal here. But either way, we'll still have that other taco. This is going to be the most appealing one. This one should hit. But either way, like the tacos in theory should be free money essentially. So I've been working on this tool here and it's kind of just a tool that shows us where the best props are pretty much. So what I wanted to do for this one specifically, I wanted to see where the sportsbook line, where their average line was at compared to PrizePicks. And I wanted to see if there's any particular bet out there that PrizePicks was undervaluing given what the sportsbooks were currently valuing, while the sportsbooks were also valuing them as a bet that should be an over bet. Okay, and that'd be Paul George over 23.5 points. Okay. And right now, this tool is only set up for points, rebounds, and assists. But looking at it, the sportsbooks are saying, no, this should be at 24.5. Okay. And even DK Sportsbook is saying, oh, they lowered theirs a little bit. Okay. But they are still saying that it should be favored for him to get the over here. Okay. So Paul George over 23.5. But if you look at collectively across all the sportsbooks, they are favored it more as a 24.5. And then if we were just to look at like collectively where the lines were the same, but we're getting the best odds, we can see like Jalen Brunson over 3.5 rebounds. Okay. He's projected to get 3.9. So not exactly a lock and load, but that would be a bet that we could do. We see Kawhi Leonard over, and the sportsbooks are favoring over 4.5 assists. Okay. And you can see he's projected to get 5.4 assists. So that in theory should be a good one. The projection is matching up. Okay. The odds are matching up, and the sportsbooks are also saying that, yeah, it's probably a bet that should be over 5 points. Or 5 assists, or should be at 5 assists. Okay, we could do that with DeMar DeRozan. Another good one. Dennis Schroeder. And the DeMar DeRozan one seems right. Literally right as projection. Dennis, slightly under. This one, Quentin Grimes. This one's an interesting one. Quentin Grimes over 3.5 rebounds, projected to get 5.4. So essentially, we should be getting a pretty good edge there. LaMelo Ball over 6.5 or over 5.5 rebounds. Like these are all bets that we could be making based off of this data that I'm pulling in here. So just showing you guys it on PrizePicks now, real quick. Paul George over 23.5 points, or is the bet that the data is saying should be a good one, and Grimes over 3.5 assists. Or rebounds. And so DK Sportsbook is a little bit different. They're saying this is more or less a push. So, it is sportsbook shopping here with these odds. I like to stick with one for the most part. That way we're getting the same consistent message. So maybe that'd be one you stick away from. So here's the Kawhi Leonard one. We were favoring over 4.5 assists. So that would be one that you could potentially do here as well. Kawhi Leonard over 4.5 assists. Then I'll pull up LaMelo Ball and Nikola Vucevic real quick. So Ball over 5.5 rebounds. We can see, been close to there or over this number, a lot recently. Let's just make sure it's matching up on DK Sportsbook still. All right. Yes. Minus 135. And guys, as you can tell, I'm trying to do this video a little bit faster. I know it's going to be right before lineup lock. Some of these games will go, until 8, 9 p.m., depending on your time zone. So there still should be time, but I'm trying to go fast so that we can get all the information in there for you guys. And then Vucevic over 3.5 assists was another one that was kind of popping up there. Now let's look at some ones that we could bet the under on real quick. And these are all strong bets that you could pair with the Taco Tuesdays as they come out. And I'm giving you guys this as well because there is one earlier out in which my favorite one was with the Clippers, Paul George or whatnot. That was one that I liked, and you'll see another one here that I like as well, where the under could fit. So now we flip it around. We are looking at bets in which we could bet the under on. They're all pulling up as under. Vegas or DK Sportsbooks, the combined sportsbooks here, the sportsbook line, they're favoring it to be under. Okay. So looking at it, Julius Randle under 4.5 assists. We can see he's slightly projected under that. And I'm looking for these numbers that have the biggest edge to them because this number here, the projection that we're pulling in here is based off of their projected minutes. And those are easier to update throughout the day. Okay. Data wise. So we can see Jared Allen under 9.5 rebounds is already expected via Vegas. Okay. And he's projected only to get 7.6. So that is the number we could be looking at. Another one here, Aaron Gordon under 16.5 points, only expected to score about 14 points. Okay, so those are some unders that we can bet. So once again, let's just pull that in here real quick. So Jared Allen, we can see been very close to this number. I mean, 10 rebounds, barely got over it there. And then against the Knicks did, but that was a good matchup against the Knicks. Against Miami, it's a difficult matchup. So this is probably going to be one of my more favorite ones, given the fact that he was only projected to get about 7.5, which is also adjusting for the matchup. Okay, so this is a decent one. My projections are pretty much based off of point per minute stuff. And so That way I can project it against their projected minutes, pretty much, adjust it for their projected minutes. And then Aaron Gordon points, I don't feel as comfortable about this, but it was saying 16.5 was a little bit too high as well. So was DK Sportsbook. So typically speaking, I give you guys like a bet of the day to go with this. I already gave you guys that. I feel pretty good about that. These are all bets in which you could make if you feel comfortable with it. I am just trying to get this video out as fast as possible for you guys. And I wasn't able to dive down into which one I personally think is the best. We have the data there. You guys can choose whichever bet felt the best to you guys for this one, okay? I apologize. I wanted to just get this video out to you guys because I know it can be a big, like, slight moneymaker there. And just to reiterate, guys, we are doing 2-leg bets with this, okay? Do not go crazy with it. Take the money that's out there. But that's all I have for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Give a like and subscribe. As always, let's have a good slate, and let's keep cashing.